As we reported, Brian Friedman and Wayfarer wanted essentially a model protection order, which...
I'm not afraid of this, man. You are a bozo, and you look like a clown here.
Did Blake Lively secretly fall for Justin Baldoni? And did he reject her, fueling the explosive lawsuit between them? Candace Owens just dropped a bombshell that could change everything. The lawsuit we thought was about business may have a shocking personal twist, one that threatens to shatter Blake's pristine image. But is there any truth to it? Let's break down the biggest controversy rocking Hollywood right now. Nobody expected Candace Owens, yes, the political commentator, to step into this legal firestorm. But now, she's making headlines with a claim that no one saw coming. We're talking about a woman known for stirring up political debates, suddenly dropping a Hollywood-sized scandal on everyone's lap. And it's not just some offhand remark. Owens is adamant that there's more to the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni lawsuit than what's being reported. According to Owens, the real reason behind the lawsuit isn't just professional disputes, it's personal. She insists Blake Lively harbored feelings for Justin Baldoni, and when he didn't reciprocate, things took a turn for the worse. Now, let's pause for a second and really think about what that means. If what Owens is saying is true, then this lawsuit, one that was originally painted as a battle over creative control, contracts, and power moves, might actually be fueled by something far more emotional. But here's where it gets even juicier. Owens didn't just casually bring this up. She dropped this bombshell in a way that made people stop and ask, wait, is there something to this? She claims she has sources, insiders who were close enough to witness signs of tension between Lively and Baldoni behind the scenes. And she isn't just throwing around vague accusations. She's implying that Lively's alleged feelings for Baldoni were an open secret among those in their inner circles. Now, if this were any other Hollywood rumor, it might have been brushed off as tabloid nonsense.
He said, given how actively the Lively parties have publicized and litigated Ms. Lively's claims in the...
Now, some could say you're showing your loyalty, but no, I think it's going to really actually hurt you in the end. And this is going to be tar on your face. You're going to regret this one.
But because it came from Owens, someone who doesn't typically engage in celebrity gossip, the claim hit differently. Was she given inside information? Or is this just another strategic play to keep herself relevant? Either way, people are talking, and the internet is running wild with theories. And let's not forget one of the biggest implications here. If this rumor holds any truth, it could completely shift the narrative of this lawsuit. What was once seen as a professional dispute could suddenly look like a case of unrequited love gone wrong. Could this lawsuit be less about contracts and more about heartbreak? Could a secret love triangle be fueling the battle that's playing out in court? That's the million-dollar question, and as we dig deeper, the answers might be even more shocking than we think. Imagine this. Blake Lively, Hollywood's golden girl, known for her seemingly perfect marriage, secretly falling for her co-star behind the scenes. A story that sounds straight out of a movie, except this time, the plot twist is real, and the drama is unfolding in courtrooms instead of on the big screen. But instead of a fairy tale romance, the alleged attraction ended in a cold, hard rejection. Justin Baldoni, if Owens' claim holds any weight, didn't reciprocate Lively's supposed feelings. And that, according to Owens, was the moment everything changed. What should have been a simple working relationship may have turned into something far more complicated, fueling tensions, escalating conflicts, and ultimately leading to a bitter legal battle. Now, let's break this down. If there was even the slightest truth to this rumor, it would mean that Lively, who has built her brand around stability, grace, and a happy marriage, was privately dealing with unfulfilled feelings for another man. And when those feelings weren't returned, frustration may have boiled over into something much bigger than personal heartbreak. It may have turned into an all-out legal war. That's the theory Candace Owens is pushing. She's not just suggesting that there was tension between Lively and Baldoni. She's outright implying that this lawsuit isn't just about contracts or business politics. Instead, she's painting a picture of a woman scorned, someone who let her emotions guide her legal actions. But is there any actual proof? So far, Owens hasn't produced concrete evidence. No leaked text messages, no insiders going on record, nothing beyond whispers from unnamed sources. But in Hollywood, sometimes a rumor is powerful enough on its own. The second the internet got a hold of this story, it took off like wildfire.
And I think that's why you wanted this audio not to actually get released. I do. That's my opinion, though.
I'm not calling it anything different. It is a Taylor Swift protection order. She's a very powerful person. It is her who will have her brand hurt.
Social media exploded with speculation, with some fans dissecting every past interaction between Lively and Baldoni, looking for clues. Were there any lingering glances? Awkward moments in interviews? Anything that could hint at hidden chemistry? And then there are the skeptics. Those who believe this is nothing more than a desperate attempt to smear Lively's name, or worse, a ploy for Owens to grab headlines. They argue that it's ridiculous to suggest that an entire lawsuit could stem from personal rejection. After all, Lively has never been caught up in this kind of scandal before, so why now? But here's the thing. Whether you believe the rumor or not, it's already taken over the conversation. It's no longer just about the lawsuit itself. It's about what might have been happening behind the scenes. And unless Blake Lively or Justin Baldoni directly address it, this theory isn't going anywhere. Until now, the lawsuit between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni seemed like your standard Hollywood power struggle. Broken contracts, creative disputes, and two high-profile figures battling for control. It had all the usual ingredients: legal filings, behind-the-scenes tension, and conflicting narratives. But now, Candace Owens has thrown a massive curveball. If her claims are even partially true, this case isn't just about business. It's about something far more personal. And that changes everything. If Lively's alleged attraction to Baldoni played any role in this dispute, then every legal move she's made so far could be seen in a completely different light. No longer is this just a battle over who had the right to make certain creative decisions. This could be a story of personal rejection escalating into professional revenge. And that could be a PR nightmare for Blake. Think about it. Up until now, Lively has positioned herself as the victim in this lawsuit, painting Baldoni as the aggressor, the one who supposedly wronged her. But if Owens' theory holds any weight, then Lively's motivations are suddenly up for debate. Was she really fighting for what she believed was right? Or was this a calculated move driven by personal feelings? Was this about contracts? Or was it about payback? And let's not forget, lawsuits live and die by credibility.
I told you that essentially what was buried in it was what I would describe as the Taylor Swift clause.
And to kill other pieces like this podcast, you didn't even want us to listen. I mean, the hypocrisy here is insane.
If the court, or even the public, starts believing that emotions played a role in Lively's decision to sue, it weakens her entire case. It gives Baldoni's legal team an opening to argue that her claims aren't about justice or fairness, but about personal resentment. And once that narrative starts gaining traction, it's almost impossible to undo. Meanwhile, the internet is already picking sides. Some believe Owens is stirring the pot for attention, throwing Lively under the bus with nothing to back it up. But others think this theory actually makes sense, that the intensity of this lawsuit has always felt too personal, too emotionally charged to be purely about business. And here's where things get even more complicated. If this theory picks up steam, Lively may have to address it. Because if she stays silent, people will assume it's true. But if she speaks out and denies it, she risks adding fuel to the fire. Either way, this lawsuit just took a dramatic turn. And for Lively, the stakes have never been higher. The internet wasted no time in tearing this story apart. Some believe Owens' claim, saying Lively's lawsuit always felt personal. Others call it baseless gossip designed to keep Owens relevant. But love her or hate her, one thing is clear. She just turned a messy legal case into a full-blown Hollywood scandal. For years, Blake Lively has carefully crafted a public image as the devoted wife, the Hollywood sweetheart, and the picture-perfect celebrity. If there's even a shred of truth to these allegations, it could permanently damage how fans see her. Did she really let a crush on Baldoni spiral into a lawsuit? Or is this just another case of a powerful woman being dragged through the mud? Here's where things get really interesting. Justin Baldoni hasn't said a word. No denial, no confirmation, nothing. And that silence? It's only making the speculation grow louder. Is he staying quiet because it's all nonsense? Or is he keeping things professional while letting Lively's reputation take the hit? Some think his silence is a calculated move, while others believe he just wants nothing to do with the drama. If personal motives are behind this lawsuit, it changes everything. Baldoni's legal team could argue that Lively is acting out of personal resentment rather than legitimate grievances. That could weaken her case, making it harder to prove any wrongdoing on Baldoni's part. But if this rumor is completely false, Lively's team could turn the tables, accusing Owens of spreading damaging misinformation to smear her name. Let's be real, Candace Owens knows how to get attention. She's built an entire career on bold, controversial statements that dominate headlines and keep people talking. But this time, she's ventured into uncharted territory: Hollywood scandal. And the big question is, why? Is she exposing a real behind-the-scenes secret that no one else had the guts to reveal? Or is this just another calculated move to inject herself into a trending story and ride the wave of controversy? So far, Owens hasn't presented any concrete proof. No leaked text messages, no first-hand witnesses willing to go on record. Nothing beyond unnamed insiders who supposedly spilled the details to her. And let's be honest, in the world of celebrity gossip, unnamed sources are about as reliable as a game of telephone. But here's the catch. Owens doesn't need proof for the internet to run wild with speculation. The second she made her claim, the conversation shifted. Suddenly, people weren't just talking about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's lawsuit. They were questioning why the lawsuit even started in the first place. And once that seed of doubt is planted, it grows. Owens knows this. She understands how quickly public perception can be manipulated. Whether or not her claim is true almost doesn't matter, because now it's out there. And in Hollywood, a rumor, especially one involving secret feelings and rejection, can be just as powerful as cold, hard evidence. But why would she insert herself into this case? Some believe it's a classic move: stir up a conversation, dominate the news cycle, and keep her name relevant. After all, Owens thrives on controversy. And what better way to stay in the spotlight than to attach yourself to a high-profile celebrity scandal? Others, however, think she might actually have inside information. Could she have heard whispers from people directly involved in the lawsuit? Did someone from Baldoni's camp leak this to her? Or is she simply picking up on the same unspoken tension that fans have been speculating about for months? One thing is certain: Owens' involvement has completely changed the trajectory of this story. What was once a legal battle over contracts and creative disputes is now a full-fledged Hollywood scandal, with allegations of hidden emotions and personal revenge. So, should we even take her seriously? That depends on who you ask. Some think she's grasping for clout, while others believe there's always some truth behind a rumor this big. But until solid evidence surfaces, Owens' claim remains exactly what it started as: speculation, a well-timed, explosive piece of gossip that has everyone talking. Now, the internet is doing what it does best: digging through old interviews, analyzing body language, and looking for any sign that Lively and Baldoni's interactions were more than just professional. Fans are convinced there were moments of tension, awkward glances, or even unspoken chemistry that went unnoticed, until now. So, where does this leave us? Will Lively finally break her silence to put these rumors to rest? Will Baldoni step up and set the record straight? Or will this scandal continue to spiral out of control, overshadowing the entire lawsuit? One thing's for sure: Hollywood has seen its fair share of legal battles. But when you throw in whispers of unrequited love, things get a whole lot messier. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over. What do you think? Is there any truth to Candace Owens' claim? Or is this just another wild Hollywood rumor? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next big twist in this ongoing saga.